Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-May tarot forecast, and your theme for mid-May is the star, inspiration, healing, serenity, a light in the darkness, being authentic and true to yourself, putting yourself out there, taking risks, being vulnerable and open, but being so true to yourself, and creating all of these opportunities and hope. So that's a pretty good one. All right, let's see what is in store for you. So I've shuffled the cards off camera, but I'm just showing you that I'm cutting the deck, and I'm trying this new, I'm trying this new spread called the Kachina knife. So please let me know what you think. I've just decided just to try it out and focus more on a particular person or situation for the mid-month. If you like it, I could use it for, the mid-month only, or maybe the monthly and mid-monthly, but I'm just trying it out. So, all right. Wow. Just need a moment to take this all in. So I feel like, this may be like a situation with a particular aspect of yourself that has been kind of brought to the surface in a sense. I feel like it has to do, mainly with a particular situation, but I think a lot of this might be a bit more internal because we've got a lot of higher arcana cards. So that tends to mean like more spiritual, internal, like intense, right? But what we have in the past is the high priest. So this can sometimes be like a Taurus influence. So, but to me, this can be a few things. This can be order amongst chaos. So in the recent past, what's leading into this reading is that there may have been like a particular influence of something to create order. So sometimes this can be the government or institutions, and just kind of creating order within the chaos. And maybe that is something to do with things in your life. This could also be work, like just maybe just something in your life that obviously beyond this, further in the past, there was some upheaval, and then there was more in the more recent past, the order, the control, the oversight. Okay. I feel like, wow. Okay. And then there's one more thing I want to say, but there also might be kind of like a higher perspective, looking at things from a higher perspective, trying to see the big picture. There, you might in the recent past have that awareness about your life or something going on in your life. All right. This is you, okay? You're being represented as the Seven of Cups, which means that a few things. I feel like maybe you have been recently relying on drugs, alcohol, drinking too much, certain substances that have clouded your judgment. Even if there's no actual, mind-altering substances, either you or like someone directly in your life that has so much influence that it's causing this to represent you. There's just so many layers of illusion and delusion and deceit and not really knowing, like absolute massive confusion. Now, mind you, this is a minor arcana. It would be a different story if it was, like the moon or something like that. So this is something you can snap out of, okay? I feel like there's something, oh my God, it's risky behavior. Are you participating in like certain risky behaviors? When it comes to like addictive behaviors, drinking, I really feel like you're taking risks. You are thinking that it's not going to affect you, but it is. And I feel like it's creating potentially an imbalance that you're going to have to come back in balance with. But to be honest, like addictions, not just like physical substances, it could be, honestly, it could be a number of things. It could be going out and having unsafe sex. It could be just participating in things that are risky, that cloud your judgment, that allows you to not see things clearly. that takes you out of balance. I feel like for you to go back into balance, are you taking these risks because you feel that there's too much control in your life, or maybe you think that you see the big picture and you just don't really want to see it, and you're kind of like looking away, and you're not actually realizing that some of the decisions that you're making are very foolish. And yeah, I also feel like because you're being clarified by the Magician in the outcome, I feel like you are going to be hiding a lot of this. You're going to be putting on like a fake face. You're not going to be presenting yourself honestly to people around you. You're going to be acting like you have everything together, but it's a total mask. You're not looking at things clearly. You're wrapped up in addictive, unhealthy behaviors that are really bad for your health and your heart. Okay. I feel like you're going to put yourself in a position where you will have to come to balance. And so, first I'll show you the outcome. Is the Page of Cups. So you will get through this. You will start to actually begin to be more present with yourself, and you will start, the road to emotional healing. Okay. At the present moment, I'm sorry, you're not there. You will get there, okay? But you're not even considering getting here as the Seven of Cups, okay? I think that the first kind of step in the outcome is just to be okay. You don't need to be ecstatically happy and joyous, but just to be okay and calm and content, okay? No huge ups and downs and emotional upheavals and downs and excitement, just to be calm, just to be okay, just to get back to neutral again, I think will be the first step on your emotional healing. I think that, yeah, you've definitely done something that I'm like, sorry, I'm just saying what I'm seeing, something stupid, and you know that it's stupid, but it's gonna force you to like have to get back in balance, and it's gonna take time because the outcome of this risk that is being clarified by the Hanged Man. So I feel like whether this is going cold turkey or weaning yourself off of this substance, or just, it's almost like you are tying yourself down, like locking yourself down so that you don't go out and do it anymore. Like whatever it is, whatever it was that you shouldn't be doing, I feel like eventually you will kind of like force yourself to go cold turkey, or just to stop yourself from indulging. And then in that time when you're stopping yourself from the previous ways, or honestly, maybe whatever it is that you want has run out. Like if it's a substance, it's like, it could be that it's just like dried up, possibly. It could be that you can't access it anymore for whatever reason, and so you're stuck. But when stuck and lack thereof of what you previously had is forcing you to look at things from a different perspective, and you will gain enlightenment, right? And that does make sense with the Star, that it's kind of like, this can sometimes be like a new start, having your wishes fulfilled, and hope, inspiration, putting yourself out there, being vulnerable. Yeah, but I feel like just to get back to being okay, emotionally calm, is going to be a really good first step. Let's clarify some of these. So again, I've shuffled these off camera, just showing you that I'm cutting them. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're being represented as the Seven of Cups, and that's being clarified by the Queen of Wands. So was it a particular person that was making you feel this way? Someone who's super intense and just demanding to be in your life, and also maybe just kind of unreliable in a sense, because they just want what they want. Also, this could have something to do with sex, because wands are a very creative and sexual energy. So yeah, it might have been like a particular relationship where someone was very like domineering for some of you, okay? But they were able to maybe somehow control your perspective by having a whole bunch of false promises and potentially like being manipulative by saying things that that they know, or it could be both ways to be honest, that they know will make you have that emotional attachment, emotionally invested, but it's not real, it's not true. Honestly, this could have something to do with work because look, or maybe what led into this had something to do with work because I feel like, so this was in the past, the high priest is being clarified by the Three of Discs work. So I feel like this might have had something to do with a group of people, or if this was something to do with work, like if this was your boss, like maybe the chaos was from work or from something within the work where there's like different aspects, or maybe it's like a coordinated team of different units and it just has something to do with that. So changes in work and just all of this new information trickling down from the top. So that may have had something to do that caused you to take a risk into potentially particular substances. Now, this risk or this trying out something new that forced you to kind of be in a stuck situation. We've got temperance, okay, which is clarified by the universe. Now, in other decks, this is the world, okay? But I feel like whatever lesson you had to learn with this is like coming full circle. It's almost like, I know I said, okay, that was stupid or you're being foolish. Sorry if I offended anyone. I don't mean to. I'm just saying what's coming out. But I feel like maybe in a sense you had to take this risk so that you could actually like complete something full circle so that you can finish this chapter and move on to something new. Yeah, and maybe part of you is a little bit scared about what's coming that's new. This is cool. We've got, so the final outcome that we have, the Page of Cups, is being clarified by lust, also known as the Strength card. So honestly, I feel like the outcome is that you will tame the beast. Some people might say that we have a beast within us and we need to be able to work with it, not necessarily overtly control, but not let it go completely wild. We need to temper the beast, tame the beast so that it can work for us. And I really feel like you're going to be able to do that. That whatever this energy is that you had that kind of made you go into this particular direction that maybe wasn't very well thought out or something, or misguided in a sense, I feel like, yeah, maybe you needed to do that so that you could become friends with this part of yourself and you'll be able to use what was, or maybe potentially now is a weakness, as a strength. And you're definitely going to be learning a lot. This is like almost like a rebirth in a sense sometimes. Okay, so let's get some advice cards. So I've already shuffled these, just gonna pull 4 advice cards to get the best possible scenario. Wow. Okay, yeah, so I definitely see that there's been like a bit of stress which might have led to this, okay? So I will show you each card. So the first one that I pulled for your advice card is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords can be very mentally stressful and also argumentative. There might be like, this is either, you are either mentally fighting with different aspects of your personality internally, or you're actually having like a war of words, whether they're written or spoken or on social media with other people. The 5 of Swords as an advice card is saying like, you really need to ask yourself, is this fight worth it? Because you might not win. You might be up against more than what you can actually handle. So you really need to maybe consider putting the sword down and walking away. Another way this can go is that maybe you actually just stand up for yourself. Maybe you need to start talking back, fighting back. If you're the type of if you're the type of person that tends to just roll over and take things that aren't nice, then this is saying, you know, you need to actually stand up for yourself. But if you're the type of person that tends to, you know, kick off and be argumentative, or if you're in an argument with a person or numerous people, that you might just want to put your sword down and walk away. Not worth it. The Queen of Pentacles as an advice card is saying to find a really healthy balance between home and work life. And I know some people might be working from home, so it's might be difficult to find that balance when it's all in the same place. But just to also focus on continuing to, you know, nourish your body with healthy food, to make sure that also that your home and your surroundings, and even if you are able to go into work at work, make sure that it's comfortable, that you have everything that you need, for sustenance, and just like everything from temperature to just like the temperature of the room, you know, and just, but ultimately find that work-life, good, healthy work-life balance. And it's okay to be generous with yourself and the people around you that are important. The Magician as an advice card is saying, you know, you don't need to pretend anything. You can actually create the reality that you want, but also to be wary of deception, because sometimes people think that they are getting the reality in the world that they want, but it's an illusion, so you need to be quite wary of that. And Seven of Wands, I feel like this might line up a little bit with this Five of Swords, but the Seven of Wands as an advice card is saying to maintain your integrity, to stay the higher ground. You don't necessarily need to push forward and fight. You just need to stand your ground, hold your ground, take the higher road, okay? All you have to do is maintain your integrity, stay true to yourself, and just stand your ground, and you are backed and you will win because you're physically higher than these people in the card, which means, you know, all you have to do is maintain your integrity. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely doable. All right, so please comment below like how this reading has resonated with you so far. And now pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to be drawing some destiny cards for you, but definitely tell me like how this reading's resonated. Do you like this Kachina knife spread? Please comment below. Do you want me to do it again? Yeah, let me know in the comments. All right, 1, 2, or 3. Destiny card time. Did I shuffle these? Whatever, just do once more. There we go. Yeah, but I do love reading your comments, so, oh yeah, and then like, if you like it. If you're still watching at this point, you probably do like it, so you might as well press the thumbs up. All right, come on, get to the point, get to the point. Once more. Okay, now once more. All right. So with 1, 2, or 3, you just pick the number that kind of sticks out to you the most. Never second guess yourself, okay? At least not with this. If you pick one, let's see what we've got. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Who have you met? Oh my gosh. Wow. I feel like this might be a little bit separate, potentially. Ooh, it might not be. This is so cool. Look what we have. If you picked one, we've got the Sun. Love this card, favorite card in the deck. Beneath the surface, we've got the Princess of Wands. And also we have the Queen of Wands, you know, clarifying you. And your advice is the Nine of Cups. So have you met someone that makes you feel alive and awesome, whether it's a friendship or a lover or a business partner, or maybe the person that you're already with, you're like super connected, you've grown so much together, moving forward in life with, very similar desires. I feel like with this person, you know, you've really followed your intuition and your spirit, and you're just kind of going with the flow and just following your instinct, and that's what's help lead you with this person and to this person, and what is going to help you guide your lives together. This is really, really positive. And your advice is the Nine of Cups. So, you know, whether you have met this person yet or not, the Nine of Cups is saying, you know, make a wish. Send that, ask and ye shall receive, but you got to ask first. So just what what are your heart's desires? Like, put that energy out there. And if you already know, it's okay to wish for more. That's awesome. If you pick 2, let's see what we've got. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, if you pick 2, on the surface we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and beneath the surface the 9 of Discs, gain, and your advice is the Hierophant again, possible Taurus. Now, I feel like, okay, if you pick 2, I think there's going to be a new opportunity with work, but honestly, the Ace of Pentacles can be anything from like the physical birth of a baby. I feel like that will be kind of rare for me for some reason. It could be, you know, an offer of a new job opportunity, a raise, a promotion, a contract being signed, but it's kind of like the new start, that first solid thing, that new start in a new direction in a particular aspect of your life. And look what we have beneath the surface, the 9 of Discs, gain. So I feel like this is definitely going to be very good financially, and also with security, you know, with, you know, homes and where you live, and just at least security, kind of like knowing the path that your life is going to go in a practical sense. So that's great. Your advice is the Hierophant. So as an advice card, it's saying to look at things from a higher perspective, and maybe you did that a bit more in the past when it came to like work and things like that, but it's saying to do that again. And also to think about like, yeah, just look at the big picture of your life, and also, you know, will this create order within your life and organize it in a manner that you're happy with? All right, if you pick 3, all right, if you picked 3, we have got on the surface the Page of Wands, beneath the surface the 4 of Wands, or completion, and your advice is the Strength card. So this is great. So I feel like there might be some sort of a message coming. It could be like an announcement or something that brings awareness. And it's kind of like the new phase of a new aspect of your life, potentially something that has to do with creativity, sexuality, just some sort of creative project, intuition, things like that. And so I feel like you're gonna have a new start in that aspect of your life, and because you've completed like one cycle, so you're kind of moving on to the next level, because this is Minor Arcana, and yes, this is Minor Arcana, but it's a court card. So it's kind of like you're taking what you've learned previously and you're kind of really beginning to start. This might be a little bit more of the planning stage, but actual like realistic planning, okay? And that might have something to do with a message, because when we're planning things, obviously we're going to be communicating with people. You might receive a message, or you might give a message like the okay that you're going to do this. Your advice is the Strength card, and that's just saying, you know, to keep moving forward. You have the strength, you have the power, you 100% can do this. And if you're concerned about any risk that you've taken previously, don't worry, you will tame the beast, and you have what it takes. You have what it takes. You have the strength, you have the courage, you have the power, and you have the intuition guiding you as well. All right, so if make sure you subscribe so you can watch my monthly and mid-monthly readings. If you liked this spread, please let me know. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all in the description below. And if you're still here, secret bonus card. Ooh, 2 of Wands. Start planning for the next phase of your life. A new adventure awaits you. You need to kind of survey the land, survey the property for something that makes you feel inspiration and joy. Have a great month. Bye.